like Jordan Boo. Look at you giving move. Baby, you know what to do.
Look at Lil Shawty, I'm into you. Look at Lil Shawty, I'm into you. Keep it with it in a pool. Knock it out
Look,
like
like
Babe
Babe
Ruth.
Ruth.
Do you know who Babe Ruth is, chat?
Knock it
I
off like
don't
Babe Ruth.
too.
Baby, you know what to do.
What's pod?
What's good, bro?
What it do? What it do, Big Peppy?
Hey, man, what's happening, bro? Sorry, folks. We had to change the date
Yeah, let's.
for this week. It was a busy weekend, and
I'm a little bit to blame. Big festival.
I might be the main one to blame.
Big festival. I wasn't even back home really. I had.
You was in recovery. No, you was on the way.
I was
back home.
We left Monday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you was on the way back home.
I think I think we got here, like 6 something, like between 6 and 6:20. It was raps. it was raps, boy. I can't even hold you.
No, I had to work, bro. I had to work, so.
Yeah, bring them up. Bring them up. Oh, you did have to.
Yup.
That too. But we finna get y'all together. Definitely finna get into this intro.
For sure.
We definitely started off
get in here, send that link out to some people, man. Get them in here, man. Get them in here.
Yeah. We got a old face. Oh God. Oh goodness.
But we finna get y'all together. And that audio sounding good.
Yeah. Where did that guy come from?
That's what I'm saying.
Who's at the bottom without the camera?
Yeah.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill. What up?
What's up?
What's happening, bro?
Now, let me send this last thing out.
Oh yeah, I got it. Hold on, let me send one more out too. I need to.
And then we're gonna get into this thingamabob. Nah, for real. Woo! All right. Y'all know I'm goated at this though. So welcome back to the Drinking Buddies podcast. It's of course one of the hosts with the mostest, Rio Music on social media platforms. Rio. Welcome to episode 8, man. Episode 8. It's big. It's 2 full months. It's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Taking it chill tonight. Got me some brewskis, some Heineken. Really, really big work week. So you just
gotta keep it light. Yes, sir.
Couple beers after work is pretty normal. That ain't nothing hectic. Wes, go ahead, get your introduction in. I'm gonna let the newbie.
Yeah, the rookie.
Let's bring this chat up.
What just got drafted. But what's good, everybody? Man, West Park here. Probably gonna be no shots tonight, but it's Drinking Buzz Pod, so you gotta have some. So I got me some, keeping it light as well, man. We're gonna do the I got the Caymans going, so
might call this sip o'clock.
Sip o'clock today, yeah.
Today. Hey, we gotta be.
Hey, look, and what's crazy is soon I'm finna. Hey, look, hopefully I get a brand deal off that. But no, I'm finna be repping for the zero proofs every now and then, Yeah. So I'm gonna get some brands in here, and just to get for the ones that just so everybody can participate, We want everybody to participate in every way. So yeah. Man, look at the man, the myth.
Man, what's the deal? It's your boy, Dre Webb, man. How y'all doing? Rock strong. Shout out to Rock. Throw that in there. You dig?
Yeah, I got talk about
but yeah, man, I'm gonna have something today.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have something today.
Yeah.
That boy got prepped. We're gonna get into that in just a moment. We're doing the introductions, but yeah, we gotta
Disclaimer. Disclaimer. Leisha will be on before y'all start asking these questions. So in the meantime, I know y'all been missing Dre Webb. Y'all ain't seen them in a minute. So what you been up to, man? Just give us a little bit these last,
A
7 8
synopsis.
weeks.
All right. So the last 30 Mondays we've been bowling in the league. So keep your fingers crossed. We await the final results of how we finish. Um, I think we had a strong season. 25 out of 30 weeks, we know for sure we were in first place. So that's
Yeah,
a huge accomplishment. Shout out to OTF, only the family bowling team.
come on now.
Uh, we wreck shop, man. We wreck shop right here at Premier Lanes in Oxford. So it's been definitely a vibe. But yeah, that's really what I've been on. Then obviously what I do for work is important to me. So that's also it'll trump a lot of nights. Property management. Year 11, buddy. So yeah, I lock in for that too. But
Okay.
yeah, I really been just chilling, man,
All right. For those who don't know, bro, give a quick synopsis of how bowling league works.
for sure. So, like I mentioned before, it's 30 weeks. But this is the fall season. So it essentially starts in October and early spring. Um, you have 4-man teams. Depending on what's voted on at the beginning of the year, you get a cap for how many handicap pins, which is based on your performance. If you pretty much a 200 guy, you're gonna have no handicap. So you have times where you shoot against like high handicaps and stuff like that, but that's kind of what that looks like. Um, with this league on Monday nights, you play against a different team every week. That's a blessing. It fills up about 14 lanes. So that's super dope. And then it's something that as men we look to forward to, we bowled on Thursdays last year or last season. This past season, we bowled on Mondays. And it's kind of like the fellas' day. It's the man day, your day to decompress. You know that you're gonna bowl in the league on Monday night. So no matter what kind of day you had at work, um, that league, you look forward to that 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity to have you a cocktail, a beer, and then, leave it with the guys, kind of leaving it at the lanes. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
By the way, we all do bowl here. We all do
facts,
bowl here.
facts.
Yeah.
Definitely in here. I might be the lesser out of the three. I'm not gonna say I might. I am the lesser out of the three. But I still can, I done beat both of these guys at least one time. So
Everybody in here got L's on their chin. Everybody got wins on their knuckles.
No pissing
Uh,
contest.
but I'm the weirdo that started it. We'll say that. All right. Got a little bit about you. Anything else you want the people to know since they ain't seen your face in a minute? I know you still been tuned in, so you done seen a lot of the discussions and everything that's been going on.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I guess I could say kind of like the expectations of what you can expect with me being back. Um, I am the devil's advocate, the person that is going to kind of really dive into each subject or topic with an open mind, and then a lot of perspective. I know I'm the papa or the OG, but I'm only gonna speak on what I've either experienced or what I can say I've witnessed in my time, being that I'm Trey Five. But yeah, no, I also intend on being able to assist and bring in more topics. It's I love the drama, the controversy, but I also want to bring another aspect, um, like what does value mean to you, and so on and so forth. I want to bring a lot of that, with me. So
Okay. Um,
with that being said, I'm gonna throw this out there. For the ones who are here, we're gonna be making another post about it, and we did put on our IG story. Welcome to Drinking Buzz Pod. If you would like to join in on the conversation, of course, we would love for y'all to come in and join as a viewer, and make sure you have your accounts on YouTube account so you can join the live comments, because we do read comments and let the comments roll. But if you want to join us on the panel, we're opening it up for people to join us on the panel here, because it gets really exciting. It can get intense. Of course, we love the back and forth. With that being said, hit the DMs on the Drinking Buds Pod on Instagram, man. We got some questions we're gonna ask, and we're gonna get y'all there.
We got a DM already too, bro, and we just
That's
posted
good.
about it today. So
That's good. DM about it. That's good to see, man. But yeah, y'all hit the DMs, man. We're gonna send y'all over a Google Docs and get some information. Then we're gonna get y'all on the panel, man. Because we trying to build a panel. We want the conversations, because one thing I said on the post, it said your opinion is important. Everybody what you think is important. So gotta get that out there, man. Join the DMs, jump in the DMs, man. Join the conversation.
I'm an asshole. I'm about to get straight into it. Hey Dre, if you don't mind me asking, who's your favorite basketball player?
LeBron James.
All right, icebreaker. It's what the hell LeBron James gone. They face an elimination tonight.
Hey, let's talk about it.
Is he out of there, bro?
Listen, man, I just want to say this.
Back against the wall.
Before we before we about to get bumped in the first round, we made history this year. Shout out to the James family.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I think we out of there,
Okay.
buddy.
Now the Rockets face an elimination, and they
I don't think that's happening.
30 on the Warriors right now.
I don't think that's happening.
You
said that
Even if they win tonight, they out of there too.
Yeah, they out of there.
That's what I was about to get into.
They out of there.
Do you think either the Rockets or the Lakers have a chance of forcing a game 7 of those series? Right now it's game 5 of both. So the Lakers got to win 2 in a row. The Rockets got to win 2 in a row.
Bro, the way the Warriors playing, bro, are they playing they start 5, or do they got the bench out there? Because
they have had some beat up games, but they seem to pull it together
in
the final 10 or 12 minutes.
Was that big of a lead? Hold on, what was the score last time you checked that?
79-48, I think it was. 78-49 was the last.
Rockets, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. I'm being serious when I say
you
this.
think they gonna make some kind of runs?
Bro, Rockets, if y'all lose this,
they're up 30 with 3:20. It's 98-68. But Rockets are at home. I think the Warriors take this on the chin.
Yeah.
Go back to Oracle or whatever they knew.
And they gone.
And then just send them to the house.
But
now my team been chilling, We've been
are we talking about the Thunder right now?
We've been at the house for a minute. We just kicking our feet up. Memphis got swept on up out of there. So, yeah.
How about those Pistons?
Pistons is gonna beat New York, bro. Watch what I tell you. Tomorrow, game 6, force a game 7, and then
I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see Pistons. I want to see Pistons take this one. It'll be that. Well, you already been seeing it all season, bro. The complete 360 that the team went from being worst team to now first time seeing playoffs since what 07, 08? Like
something about that Detroit water. All right.
Well, yeah, it wasn't working last year. So what you talking about? They had to fix some lines.
I think without Kay Cunningham being injured, the season that we have this year we would have had last year.
Was he injured last year?
Yep. He came back from an injury last year, didn't play the full season.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
But
freak, hey, we fighting for our life, right? Well, no, we ain't back fighting for our life anymore.
Before we move on, getting into your team, your boy did Playoff Murray looked a little.
Playoff Murray looked like Playoff Murray. Stop it.
He looked a little.
Hey, look, that's what I be trying to tell y'all, bro. I be trying to tell y'all. Which he be pissing me off, so I ain't just on his side right now because he been pissing me off all series. But That's just because I do hold my team to a high standard. But when Maul is playing like that,
This the
it's scary,
question.
bro. It's scary because guess what? I think Jokic would rather not score high because one, he's gonna either get his double double or his triple double, one of the two. But because he probably got the best IQ out there. His man eyes, he's seeing everything. He'd rather just move the ball around.
I
Open the shot up for everybody else to do it.
agree with you. However, we tend to forget the bench production and
Ain't been crap. Nope,
and
ain't
the
been crap.
third, fourth
Because
scoring options.
I bench ain't been nothing.
I want to go to your page specifically.
Yeah,
Hold on,
bench ain't been nothing. And the reason why I say that is because and I could be wrong because I didn't fact check it like I should have. But if I got this correct, this entire series, bench ain't did crap. The person we just fired Malcolm Malone for overplaying Russell and got rid of Calvin because he wanted Pickett. That was the controversy of what it was the controversy of Michael Malone on Russ side and Calvin on Pickett, Jalen Pickett's side, and Pickett ain't been producing crap since the playoffs started, but Russ done put up more points than the entire bench. Why is that?
He been dropping trip dubs alongside Jokic.
Why is that?
What's up with the Brody hate?
But y'all want to get rid of Michael Malone.
What's up with the Brody hate, bro?
Come on.
Why do people hate Brody?
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's been pissing me off. But no, Michael Malone know what the freak he was doing.
Now,
it's the experience, bro.
Points alone.
Experience.
Murray, 43.
Yeah, I did see all these points. I found them.
Brown, 11. Jokic, 13.
But he got a triple though.
Yeah, he did. Aaron Gordon with 23. Russ with 21. And PJ with 14.
That's our starting line right there.
Without
Russ.
If Jamal Murray continues, let's just say he drops 40 points next game.
I doubt it.
I'm just saying, but are you, let's just say he dropped 30. Are you thinking that you're going to get that same consistency scoring wise with Jokic not scoring the ball from those other guys?
No. Jokic is going to score more. He's going to score more. My thing is this: I feel like Jokic know when to turn it up and turn it down. Like when he see, because he got the highest IQ on the team. Meaning, okay, cool. I know I'm not going to get more points in this game because Russ is hot, Ball is hot. Let me make sure I get the ball to them guys. Let me make sure I open up for them guys. Let me make sure I create the spaces for these guys because they knocking down. So it's like I know when to turn it up and when to turn it up, turn it on, and turn it off. But the question is, I need Maul. I mean, the thing is, I need Maul to be more consistent. Like, you don't have to drop 40, but at least give us 20, 25 and up. Like, give me 20 something up.
He's inconsistent.
Yes, he's inconsistent. He's probably one of the greatest inconsistent players. He one of them. I ain't gonna say the greatest, but he up there.
Cause it's definitely
because when he on, bro.
It's the other playoff nigga with the
we definitely got like Paul George's and James Harden still
and Paul Chris Paul.
No, okay.
But consistently disappears like on the regular.
No, but I'm talking about not consistency disappearing. I'm talking about like just you're a really, really good player, but you don't show it consistently.
So you disappear.
I know that, but James Harden played great all season. He just disappeared in the playoffs.
That's what we're speaking on.
No, I'm just talking about in general. In general, James Harden gonna show up. Oh, Kawhi looking like, shoot, just get us to the playoffs. I'm gonna get there.
Disclaimer, y'all. It's a blueberry hen.
That's a blueberry hen and it's red?
No, blueberry.
That's
blueberry. That's blueberry. That's blueberry.
I see the little tint.
Think about the puree side of it. It's that color.
Who gonna win it all? Is Cleveland unbeatable?
No.
I mean, can you rephrase that? I like the question. is the Eastern Conference Finals more exciting than the West right now?
No.
How not?
I
If
don't
you
think
got if
so.
you
I
got to
still
watch
don't
a
think so.
Cleveland and Boston,
My thing is this, those games haven't been exciting to watch.
it ain't happened yet.
Oh,
Cleveland
He's
was
conference,
saying
conference
he's
wise.
Cleveland just
saying
was
the
beating some. They
conference.
were just
Conference
up by
wise. Okay.
50 in
I
a
thought you were talking
playoff
about the
game.
playoffs in general.
Um,
Playoffs
They
in
were just
general.
up
I
by
was like,
50 in a playoff game.
you said what?
They were just up by 50 in a
yeah, that ain't
playoff
fun to
game.
watch.
Hey, Western Conference got a 50 point playoff win
That's what I'm
too.
saying. That ain't fun to watch.
It's not.
No.
The Thunder beat the
They
dogs
was
out of
they basically little
Memphis game one.
boy. They basically little boy them like this the
But they've
NBA
been
and
little,
you getting your head
they've been
stepped
little
on.
boy in the entire league.
No,
All
they
season.
the team that they played, they got in off the play in, and they got little boy, and it proved like why were you even here in the first place?
Oh, you talking about Memphis.
So the reason that I I, I think it's going to be exciting for sure. Um, I think there are more teams that has a chance to come out of the West than come out of the East. So
What
I think that for me makes it more exciting because
you don't
you
know
look
who
at
they
the two number one seeds and the only sweep so far has been Cleveland and OKC. The only sweep so far, and then in
who
the
number
East
one.
you had two gentlemen sweeps with
Yeah,
Indiana and Boston, and then of
right.
course you got the Knicks and the Pistons still going on.
Mhm.
I don't see
So who will OKC play next round?
who the winner of the Nuggets and Clippers.
They playing us.
That's a losable series.
That's gonna be an exciting series. Should
Will
be a
it
very
happen?
fun series.
Will it happen? No. But
It could be a hey look, it
I'm
could be a
sorry,
very
but
fun
Shea getting
series.
bumped again.
no. No.
We the only ones that can do it.
Well, no,
No, y'all gotta focus on y'all task at hand. Y'all going 7. Y'all still gotta beat Streaky Harden and
We're not
McCaw.
going 7, bro. We're not going 7, bro. Nah.
and then on the other side, can Steph and them beat Ant-Man?
I was talking about this at work.
Ain't gonna lie. The way they've been playing lately,
Yes and no. I'm gonna tell you why. Defensive wise, you have a better on ball defender with the Warriors and Jimmy Butler than the Lakers with any of the matchups that they have tried. Respectfully,
no,
outside of he's
Jimmy is
been
back, right? He's not.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
but I'm just okay. Like let's on some real go through the roster. You can't you can't put Luca on.
No one.
You
No one.
you can't put you can put Brian, but he beating Brian up and running and meeting him with physicality that
He said it in the interview. He
it's
said Brian's stronger than me, but I'm gonna hit
yeah,
him and be a pest every time I
exactly.
see him.
And that's wearing him down on both ends on the floor, in my
Especially with
opinion.
his age.
Yeah,
Bro,
but it's
I'm
cool. But
50, bro. I'm 50.
no, exactly. And still
Yeah. And
best
still
in the
can
league.
play. Yeah.
Still in his prime, in my opinion.
But
But
yeah, he's still there, but
if
he
you
still play
but I'm
very
just
careful.
looking at it on matchup wise.
Yeah.
He didn't. I feel like he didn't drop Rui Hachimura like every game, bro. Y'all trying to put y'all got all these different switches and different schemes y'all throwing at him. It's just not working. The only thing that has worked
That's
is
why Rico got rid of him.
is getting into a shooting game with Ant-Man, and he's off.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets into a shooting battle, you have a chance because he's less aggressive. And I think that's what's gonna hurt him when he goes against the Warriors. Because
They outshoot him.
these are all Olympic teammates. You think he not gonna try to when that game, them games where Curry hot, Ant still gonna have 5, 6 threes that game. But when you taking 11 and you gonna try to outshoot the greatest shooter to ever touch the ball, and I think that's gonna bite them.
I think it is because he's still a young guy and he go get the big head and thinking like, oh no, you want to go shot for me? This is my perfect chance to outshoot him. Not happening.
Are we gonna forget about the arguably, excuse me, the best defender in the NBA
Draymond
currently?
Green.
Draymond Green.
Yeah,
No,
we
the
can't forget.
defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
We
defensive
just
player of
can't.
the year.
But
Hey,
you know, he takes so much hate. He takes so much hate, bro. And you don't have people that's undersized and can do the body of work. Like no Draymond, no chips.
No,
Simple.
correct. So
Like, yes, Steph is the greatest shooter and all the other components that they had, but like when it's winning time in the National Basketball Association to win in a 7 game series, you have to play defense. And
mhm,
that's why the Lakers going home tonight.
yeah. So let me ask you this. Still, and yeah, Luca don't play no D.
yeah,
Um,
Zero.
you
tell you
can't
You
that.
get
gotta you gotta have some
That's
nuts.
why
You gotta
That's
want
why
to.
Rico got
You
rid of
gotta
him. I'm
want to
telling
play
you.
some defense, bro.
exactly. So if you look at how Minnesota has been playing, who has Ant been getting his switches onto? Yes, of course, smaller guards. They're searching out for them, but
Hmm.
he's switching onto these fours. Get him
Hmm.
off me, right? And that's how they getting, especially Nas Reed and Julius Randle, the looks that they getting.
Hmm.
The thing is, when you try that with the Warriors, you got to choose between Jimmy Butler and Draymond. You're still losing
You
that.
still getting clamped.
You see, that's what
You
I'm
still
saying.
getting clamped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got
So,
yeah. That's
so with Julius Randle, we already heard what Jimmy Butler used to do to Karl Anthony Towns when he was in
Mm,
Minnesota, and I still
mm.
think Cat is still a better offensively skilled big than Julius Randle.
mhm.
Really.
So offensive skill, yeah, um, absolutely. I think they put the ball in a basket very well. Just
Hmm.
straight offensive skill, like I'm finna get it every which way. I think that size and strength of Cat is just what propels him. I think he got a little bit more English when he around the basket. Um, my personal opinion from just how I look at the game, but I think as a challenge, um, I think Ant got a chance to send both his Olympic teammates home,
And
Brian
that's
and Curry.
crazy. That is so crazy. That is so crazy.
That boy is
He
literally ushering
like
in a new era of just like the younger cats that's coming
he
up.
like he really Ant-Man.
Walking,
It's crazy.
he's walking in that new era of basketball, bro. Because we're really starting to see the end of the last era of just like great players, and he is that one. I mean, but he's been like that since he came into the league, bro. He's just been like, I want the top. I got to take y'all out. I know I have to. If I don't
Yeah.
get y'all right now, guess what? The clock is ticking. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
He not scary.
No,
It's
no.
because
Never.
it's like
You starting to see that from Tyrese now too.
Anthony Edwards is everything. I might get some hate. Clip this. I don't care. Anthony Edwards is everything that Jason Tatum should have already been.
Yes.
Sorry. When you talk about these young bulls that are like, I don't, I know I'm the face of this shit, but
I
they
mean,
going to they going to they going to go take it.
yeah, I would say because it's just like John Morant. Like once he
But
gets
but he too inconsistent.
yeah, that's why I said
So
once he gets some consistency, once he get that, then he can put forward that step to say, oh yeah,
hey,
I'm the face.
he
But
he got he got blown out of the first round. That's what he got. He got swept by my boys.
Listen, before y'all move on past the Ant-Man Brian situation, what the hell is LeBron James? Because my feelings a little bit
Is that right?
compressed.
Don't joke.
So, like, I got I got probably like 9 pair of hoop shoes, but these the only two that's in rotation currently. And like this low top Brian,
Yeah.
like, right, it hurts my chest to say
Oh, he got some AEs.
I had to
oh,
get some Ant-Mans, bruh.
Hmm. I do want to pair them to them hard.
that was
And
tough.
he's moving to be the new face of the NBA after Bron is done. I'm sorry.
He
Do you
is.
think? I mean, hmm,
To be honest, someone's gonna come and take
He's
it away from
baby
him. But he's gonna
Jordan.
he's gonna he's gonna be the face on the just
We don't think
funny, always saying something wild, unhinged. He's gonna be that person. But I think in the next few years they're gonna find that player who's just gonna be the super humble player who they're gonna try to make the face of the NBA.
But humble don't win
you
games.
gotta.
Like
Yeah, I know
you gotta have a now that, and I think that's a whole nother topic, and I would
it
love to
is.
go there. I would love to go there. I
We
think
might
it's
have
more.
time tonight.
I think that space is more in the NFL at this moment, but the whole humbling perspective. So the difference is okay when you go to a job interview, meaning you go to the interview, you go to the job interview, you're going to have a certain persona. You go to get the job. You go, you when you think going, I got to do whatever I got to do to get this job. So you don't go in there arrogant. And you don't go in no job interview with your hat to the back, cocked to the side. You don't go in there with the wrong or improper attire on. And unfortunately, the athletic world, the pros, the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, like that is a job.
At the end
Hmm.
of
It's
the
a
day,
job. It's a job. So if you choose to show up in a certain manner, you can't expect somebody to hand you the keys to their company, to their organization. Like, no matter how good you are, and that's crazy. LeBron was 18, and the whole world was pretty much about to be in his lap. Not once did he ever. And they'll say he the golden boy of the league, but whatever. He don't got no scandals, no on and off the court issues.
The nigga is
None of that.
literally the greatest player, greatest husband, greatest father. Like this,
know
he's
of,
just
that we know of.
zero.
And if there is some
That
stuff he's
you
doing
hear
at
that?
the
You hear
job,
that?
That
You hear
that we
that? Look
know.
at
You
that
don't
negative
think something would have
speculation. That
been
we
what
know
it would
of.
have
It would
been
have
like.
been
hey, no, I'm about to say if it
you
is,
the most scrutinized man to walk earth.
yeah,
You
I don't
talked
know.
about
That's
Jesus.
Moving on. Hey, hey, Dre, since you the only one taking them, was
I got you.
all
oh
right.
yeah, we on
Yeah,
we on young sip o'clock here.
I might change that to sip o'clock too. Not even gonna hold you.
Just add
All
one.
right, got to be a dog to be the face. Uh,
I agree.
yeah, but you
But you
also
gotta be
gotta
a dog in
win.
the play.
You
Just
gotta
be a
win
dog in
I
the
don't
too.
think
play.
I don't think John Morant is overrated.
Why is he not? He's working his way through it.
No, he's a rebel. He's rebellious. They say don't shoot the gun. Not we didn't tell Mario not to shoot the gun. We didn't tell Wes not to shoot the gun. We told you not to shoot the gun. And you do it anyway. You're a rebel. So
Nah,
you
they told him not to shoot the gun. He threw the grenade.
rebellious.
Hey,
I'm still gonna blow your ass up.
That boy said,
yeah.
huh, ah.
That's what he
Um,
said. I'm still gonna blow your ass up.
yeah, I'm gonna have a Selly. See, yeah, they're definitely trying to humble
They're trying to change him
and change him, which
because
is
they want
not
him to
going
be.
to work because at the end of the day,
I feel like they wanted him to be
he a
fixed.
man. Everybody can have the. I feel and I understand the side of the
Thanks,
like
Pops. Very dumb.
um
Thanks.
yeah, absolutely, it is very dumb, and he changed the Selly. He found the loophole. You said stop doing this or stop doing this that 70% of the league still do. And the only reason why it was an issue with me is because of a legal battle
Because they
outside of
thought
the
you had a
league.
gun in the
Because
locker
yeah,
room.
it
So
no,
that
it
means
was a gun in the club, but it ended up being a lighter.
and
It was that whole
and
thing. It's
for
yeah,
sure, but it's more context on that
it
the
is.
whole feeling like you had a firearm in the arena. So that means you've been scrutinized for something.
Yeah.
Don't give them the opportunity to. You're not. If I mess up, you're not gonna get the same chance to tell me. You walk down this alley and a dog chase your ass. I'm not going down the same alley. You go back down there and get bit. That's on you. That's on that
I
young
don't
man.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm also not offended or in an uproar or
Hmm.
trying to read into it that there's a different celebration. That right there, the throw the grenade, that's a
Hmm.
bombs away celebration that Damian Lillard had. That's Damian Lillard has a bombs away celebration.
Yeah.
So it's you. It ain't too much that you gonna tell a professional athlete that's passionate about the game though. Like you don't want me to do this because of this, but I'm gonna celebrate. Everybody else
Yeah.
has the right to do it.
Everybody has a
I
celebration.
have a right to be passionate and a right to express myself in a way. Could he throw up threes and do this? He could. Now, will he be? Who knows? Can you make the argument? Oh, now he's a game banger, or he's a. So it's like
They're gonna find a reason with him. Regardless.
they picking at each other.
I really feel like they wanted him to be the face,
That's the
and
dumbest
since
shit.
he's not being the face,
You
they're,
picking at
they,
your
they're trying
boss.
to change him.
They
Stupid.
got
Because
that
a
man
lot
a
of kids,
check,
a lot of kids
dudes.
look up to John Morant. You got the dance. It's his influence on the youth that the NBA wanted. Let's fix him. Let's have it to where he's not promoting this and that because too many kids like him
He gotta
as a
fix
player.
him though.
He
So
do.
you got the biggest platform. You got the most because MLB, NBA, and then obviously music. Like so the professional sports and then music. Those
Yeah.
are, I would say, which are the most largely viewed
In black
platforms
communities,
in
like
the African
like
American
athletic.
community.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
athletics. And,
However, they reaching more than African
Yeah, I know.
Americans.
I see
You
him to be
it's a
honest,
hundred
bro.
little kids of different descents that are gritty and doing all of those things.
Bro,
So
Gritty, I
when
see
you
every
put into
kid
play
locked
that
Gritty.
he's affecting
You know
more
the
than
race and
just
what it
our
is.
demographic, then you have to see it from a different light. And you do take on a different role when you get paid all of that money to be the face of an organization,
you
to
representing so
be
much more.
like it's your job. It's your job. You got to do better. That is it's crazy as you can say, well, y'all let him do it or y'all let them do it. We talking to you. I'm not
Yeah,
talking to nobody else. Your contract is yours.
They don't got the influence on kids like you do. And that's the
yeah.
future.
The problem
That's
is, do you? I think it's his organization that do him more disjustice than justice. It's the NBA in a whole, not the Memphis Grizzlies organization.
it's definitely the NBA, not the
If the NBA didn't find John Morant, I don't think Memphis Grizzlies would. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think they are. You know how like your child act up at school, but when they get home to that parent is not disciplining that child. Memphis is not disciplining that child.
Memphis
So
parent.
the school,
NBA is a school
so the school is at a
disadvantage.
that's where it's like that's where I think the problem really lies. It's really that organization. Too many young bulls, too many personalities. Like it's the location. You want to keep up some form of like that reputation of the grittiness and the like. But yeah, his ass at home though. I understand. Yeah, and you know his dumb result was his ass got swept. 4-0. Stupid. OKC.
Okay.
How about yeah. All right.
Well, shoot.
I'm taking
Now,
this. Oh, you already took it down.
huh? Yeah. Let's get to the talk of the town.
People been waiting on it.
Talk of the town, bro.
This is the dumbest fucking conversation ever, bro. No, we not winning. No. No.
Hey, bro. Gorilla versus 100 men. Who taking it, man? Who taking it? So you saying him? We don't got. We got zero chance, bro. 0%.
Not happening, bro.
0%.
Not happening. The whole context of that question, how I invite it's you talking like Neanderthal, like you don't have weapons, you don't get guns.
So
you
we
don't.
put them in the playing field. Like is
You
this
you
empty
are
room?
yes.
Gorilla.
That is how that conversation started. We not talking 100 men with weapons.
Well, of course not.
No, you don't. You talking that fucking silverback gorilla. Okay. I hate this shit. You talking a silverback gorilla with a bite force stronger than a lion, with a punch force of what 2,000 pounds or some shit like that.
First 20 is crushed.
First 75. What the fuck are we talking about?
But what if the men is like some of the strongest men though?
Who
They'll
cares?
They'll be able to hold him down,
Bro. Hold them. Issue number one.
All you gotta do is hold him down. Look, you get the strongest man to hold him down, right?
Right. Okay.
And you get somebody to go ahead and
you get the strongest
spin the
one.
net, bro.
You get the strongest one man. How much that man weigh?
Less than a gorilla.
You talking a 600 pound gorilla that move at the speed of 130-pound man. Your strongest, heaviest man. How fast that nigga gonna move?
That boy moving at a 6'2".
You go look at strongman champion Eddie John. What's his name? Eddie. Come on, bro. Just because you think you could, because you squat 800 pounds.
You out of there, bucko.
You gotta think about five of them, though, bro.
A gorilla has a punch force that can crack a skull.
But what if you Swifty?
Hey, Wes, you gotta chill, bro. I think player 3 got y'all messed up right now. Yeah, go get that player 3. It's out right now, man.
Bro, what if you can dodge, fool? Like, look, you gotta think about it, bro. Once he gets
if you can dodge?
But no, but look, chill out. See, listen. You got there are sacrifices here. So once he got his attention on somebody else, you can be the one swing, right? You know he finna get crushed. So you let me go ahead and
Did you just say swing?
Hey, right?
Nigga, bro, Wes, do
so
you know?
You see the gorilla swing, right?
I'm so stressed out, bro.
You know, buddy gone. Like it's like, yeah, he up out of there. Let me go ahead and swing around, fool. Let me go ahead and swing around. He's swinging. He taking out the 3 people that's in his way. Taking out 3 people.
I know.
Wes.
Pop said get fucked up.
Bro.
Whoa, no. Okay, I'm gonna address that afterwards.
Hold on.
How in the identical?
Hold on, bro.
What the hibbity bibbity?
How in the that girl said copy and paste, didn't it?
What?
Your room.
I kind of did.
You just said copy and paste. You just moved into your new crib. It look like you ain't changed buildings.
You in your new house?
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, at the old house, I only had one window in the room.
I ain't trying to hear all that, bro. Nobody would have noticed that.
I only had one window, and the window was
it's because that bed's so damn big. It's only so many places it's gonna go in these.
Actually, so no, Mario, this room is actually very, very big. I just chose to put it on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still putting stuff together, but
okay, cool. But
hey, put the applause up on the screen. Shout out to Shorty. For her new crib.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit the claps.
The crowd
bro, you know some folks getting sacrificed in that done, dog.
Hey, bro.
All right, cool. Them boys about to get crushed over.
Hold on, wait.
Don't he get done? Somebody got to
understand it. So just for clarification, because I need this shit clipped.
He don't believe it.
One gorilla versus 100 men. You're saying 100 men taking this win. Just a yes or no.
It's a chance.
That's not a yes or a no, fam.
Okay, give a percentage
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah,
chance.
yeah. I'm gonna take the yes side.
You saying 100 men got
Yes.
it.
Thanks, Pops.
Leash, you just joined, but you can see the title. Who you got? 100 men versus one gorilla. Well, I know that's the
100
new
man
house.
versus
One gorilla.
You need to borrow my glasses.
no, but I'm just
No weapons. You damn near
Oh.
butt ass naked in the jungle with the nigga. Like you were just a man.
That's even crazier.
You don't get nothing.
That's insane.
the gorilla gonna win.
Wicked behavior.
Gorilla.
That is very.
DeAndre,
Gorilla
you
win.
focus on the wrong thing. I understand what I said. What are you going with?
Yes, that gorilla's gonna win.
Gorilla. For sure, man.
So Wes, why do you think you're delusional?
Man, where's is the ape? He gonna say no? I'm just trying to figure out.
Cause I'm saying like even if like they like break off tree limbs and try to sharpen them and stuff, like
You don't even got that. You ain't in the forest.
Look,
Open.
and
got no
wait,
weapons?
no.
You think you gonna
So,
beat a
and you
gorilla?
preparing for battle. You preparing for
He
battle.
grabbing you and slinging.
If they
And he
break
grabbing
off-
you fully off.
But what if you got, bro? You get 5 sacrifices, bro.
No.
Why do you
No.
think that
Hey,
Like-
look, somebody
nigga,
go
do
for
you-
his legs. Somebody go for his legs and arms, bro.
Well, wait. You
Look,
get 99 other men and
he
you
can
like
trick-
him.
hey, bro, you grab his legs, man. He moving. He go hit the ground at least one time. All y'all
Wes,
gotta do is somebody grab his head.
this
My
is
thing
your
is this,
issue,
if he
bro?
still swinging at the other folks while somebody done grab his head, bro, go ahead, twist his neck, bro. Get him
Nigga,
out
you
there.
must think it's an easy task to grab a fucking gorilla leg that's trying to
That's
kill
why I said
you.
you got sacrifices, bro. Some people got to go.
He gonna
You know,
die. He
Do
gonna
you
die.
think-
feel like
No.
you and 99 other men could win against a gorilla?
I think he do. That's just crazy,
No,
y'all.
fuck
He
a-
does. We actually gonna
Hey,
play for
Wes.
you. Everybody, moment of silence. Breathe. Okay, he thought off. He don't know
Hey,
no better,
Wes.
Lord.
If you look in the mirror right now, 100 of you.
Oh, we up out of there. Oh,
That's
hey,
why I
look,
said, do you
we
really
up out of
believe-
there because I ain't strong enough. You know, I ain't the.
No man, no human being on this earth is strong enough.
Hey, bro, we're.
That's why they hit them folks with about 9
It
tranquilizers.
doesn't matter how much. That's not it. Thank you. It does not matter how much you can.
You got to
bench.
put it to sleep.
It does not matter how much you can squat. You are telling me that you are physically thinking
So when
that
that
a nigga is finna run up to a
Yeah,
gorilla that is trying to defend itself and get a hold of his leg
Hey, look,
and
so
not
cool.
get grabbed like this.
Hey, nah. So look, we got help on this, bro. We got a list of 100 men, bro. Let's check this list out, dog.
Let's see.
Let's see who we got here on this list, bro. Let's see who we got, bro.
John Jones cooked. Aaron Donald cooked.
Hey,
Alex Pereira
what's so
cooked.
funny? What's so funny about this, bro? Read
Captain pregame speech for Ray Lewis. Insane.
read the parentheses.
Bro.
Hey, look,
Nah,
bro.
that's
We're
crazy.
gonna find
Hey,
this
they got
look,
David Goggins though.
Hey, but look, we got more. And you see who number 25, bro.
Bro, they put Chris
He like
Jenner as
he
bait.
like him heavy, dog. Come on now.
50 Cent in his prime had weapons.
Oh well, yeah. See, look, Chris Jenner is bait. Some people gotta go.
Chris Jenner as bait.
Yeah, some people gotta go.
Gorilla, bro, that gorilla might gain stamina for how quick he getting rid. Bro.
Look, bro. Hey, my elementary school bully is crazy. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
perfect example.
Bro, coming in at number 46.
Shaq, thank you. Perfect
Shaq.
example. How fast can Shaq move versus a gorilla?
It's not about him moving fast, bro. It's about the right timing.
It's about
As soon as
That's why
he
you
get
got the
impact,
bait,
he
bro.
out
You
of
got
there.
bait, bro.
what?
When Shaq get hit, he finished. Get him up out of here.
Bro, do you not know how strong and agile a fucking gorilla is, bro?
Dang, bro. I'm just trying
Oh
to
my
look. I don't got
God.
much information. Hey, look, Antonio Brown, bro. Come on, fool.
Who? AB?
Yeah, AB gonna put it on, bro.
Nigga, they could have had Aaron
Y'all put this shit
Hernandez.
on.
I don't care.
John Cena, bro. You ain't gonna see him.
Until
You
he
ain't
touch
gonna
him.
see him.
All right, y'all.
He go,
Hey,
look,
look,
he the only
46
one
and
that's making it
47.
out because guess what? You ain't gonna see him, man. While all 99 getting cooked.
Listen, I'm Gorilla. This is number 46, Shaq. This is number 47. Boom.
Bro.
Y'all out of here.
This bitch say Brian Dawkins first one off the bus for intimidation walkout.
Oh,
Bro, we gotta have that topic. The greatest safety of all time. Oh my God.
Yeah, that Kevin Hart field report, bro. Like y'all, bro. Y'all got two of the shortest humans to
I ain't gonna
exist.
lie, Kevin Hart getting
Great
stomped on.
save.
Kevin Hart and Cat Williams.
They getting. Hey, that bitch.
Neither one of them
Hey,
can't see over the
Cat
steering
Williams
wheel,
better
fam.
outrun him, bro. He running that foot.
Neither one of them can see over the steering wheel.
Shoot, they ain't gonna be able to see over his knee. He gonna get.
Who the fuck put Duke Dennis on it? Bro.
All right, bro. I'm out. Is this over with? Cause who?
Hey,
Hey, we got
chat.
one more, fool.
Chat. Can y'all just tell Wes?
Kevin Hart, fam.
I can't.
Okay,
wait.
bro. Dang.
No,
Bro,
the chat
I'm
is
not.
finished with Wes.
I know.
The chat
Bro,
is finished with
I
Wes,
know.
bro.
I know. Yes, we all know the gorilla is cooking all 100 men, of course, bro. I just wanted a little back and forth. That's it.
All right, bro. How many men?
Okay.
Hey,
How many men is it gonna take?
That's great
How many men
controversy.
is it really gonna take? Y'all think?
Jesus.
I think add another zero to the end. I think we Gucci.
Yeah.
David.
Go.
Hey, no, like what's crazy?
I think 1,000 we good.
I'm finna show y'all this simulation though. They did a simulation of what's gonna happen. Hold on, bro.
If it's the same simulation I seen, that was over in a minute 30 some seconds with time to spare.
Yep.
He said, "Mute him, please."
See, I got a bunch of regular niggas, bro.
Steve Jobs the fuck up out of here, bro. Mark Zuckerberg's.
Hey,
that's multiple gorillas.
I know it's even funnier. They about to wipe them out.
That's
They getting crushed.
Bro, look how many gorillas that ain't even had a chance to hit a nigga yet. It's gorillas in the back. Bro.
Look at Wes. He flying everywhere.
Bro.
He too.
I mean, piling up, bro. I mean, piling up, bro. That's so too funny, dog. Bro, I'm over here crying. Hold on,
bro.
give me a second.
That might have been 30 gorillas, and that might have been like 10 million men. And they
they got rid of you.
Dang, what was it?
The Million Man March.
That was 1 million men and 10,000 gorillas. I don't know why they did that.
I didn't see not one gorilla drop. Didn't see not.
Oh man,
dog. All right,
you got 10,000 gorillas. They killing the entire earth. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
man. I want everybody in the chat to comment below if y'all want us to have a 10-minute roasting session. Comment below. Straight roasting.
That's gonna get hard.
I will not be participating.
Yeah, you will. Whether you like it or not. Getting on your ass first.
Yeah, we gotta go ahead and get her up out of there just so she can sit down.
I bet you I do this. Exit.
Yep.
No.
I'm gonna find a way to invite you back. No cap. All right.
I'll find no.
It's not for today. It's not
Hey.
for today, man.
Let's get into it. Would you rather?
But
Real
y'all
quick.
funny.
And then we'll get into another
Let's
topic.
go. Let's go.
Dre Webb.
What up?
Do you think, or would you rather? I tried to take it away. Would you rather give up your favorite food forever or give up sex?
Goodbye, steak. Need the yams, buddy.
Can I get to that? Yeah.
That
I ain't
was
gonna lie, bro. That's
the whole question.
that is so easy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. How can you pick food?
I got other food I can eat.
I'm telling you, dog.
Like,
There's close
First of
seconds and
all, I'm
thirds.
leaning. I've been eating red fish and salmon for like the last
No,
couple of months.
look. I got a question. No, I got a people who are in shape. You think they eating their favorite food?
No.
They committed to a lifestyle.
What
So guess what?
Bye-bye food.
That's an easy talk.
You said something.
Come
Then.
on.
You said something. You about to be
Come
a
on.
trainer?
Who me? I'm trying to fix my eating habits. I drop weight the moment I fix it. But for real,
your face immediately said you was lying. You turned your head to the side. I'm trying to fix my. Who you trying to?
I'm trying.
All right.
I said trying. I ain't say I accomplished it yet.
You right. Leash.
I'm hungry. I'm eating.
I agree with Pops. He said bye-bye food. Me too. Bye-bye.
Bye food.
But I'm saying, what food gotta
What's
go
your
though?
favorite?
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is steak too. Every time I go to a restaurant, I'm ordering some. They got steak. Mexican restaurants, steak chimichanga, steak quesadilla.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm be hurt.
Y'all just going like
or wings.
Yeah, but see, if you say wings, you got to get rid of chicken. So you can't eat chicken no more.
Piece of my favorite food.
Yeah, buy steak.
Buy pizza.
Mine is
Because
I'm gonna say pizza then.
No, you can't lie. Pasta is my favorite.
I'm saying pizza.
I don't eat a lot of pizza.
Redo, you really do
Pasta.
like
Yeah, you
pasta,
do.
Mario. That's like the
No,
first
but
thing
every
he was.
time
he come to
Not to
every
say
time he
he
come to
can't.
Austria, man,
That's like the first thing he
that man
cooked
hit me
though.
up
That shrimp pasta.
when Oprah was open. Boy, hey, go ahead and put me an order of pasta in. I'm on the way up there.
Boy, wish he was a penne
No,
noodle.
Justin, you saying bye-bye popcorn. Justin, eat popcorn.
Yeah, you definitely is a. And you old. You really older than me. You fry yours in the
Hey, that's
skillet.
how I was
Hey,
taught, bro.
my boy put his popcorn seeds in the cast iron skillet. That boy
Yeah,
OG.
hey, look,
It's not
and
me.
you got to get the seed. I don't get the ones that's prepackaged. No. I buy bags of seeds by itself. I get the oil, put the oil in the pot. If you want a little more flavor, add the butter. You can do it with the butter by itself, but it's too much butter.
Burn the
Too much
house
what?
down. Nope.
Too much butter.
Did we ask how to do it?
Well, I'm showing y'all how to do it. It's the healthy way to do
This
it.
nigga done cook. So he done cook more popcorns than movie theaters and never had a movie night. It's crazy work. Could never be me.
Hold on. First of all, I do it. Oh, yeah,
Jeez.
ain't gonna lie. What's crazy is I got the surround sound for it too. It's a whole movie theater in this fucker.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bro.
The gorilla was a fun topic. All right. Before we continue, make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube page. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're viewing, get y'all people in here. Share the live.
Yeah, get your people in here.
Follow us on
What you
Instagram.
get, bro?
And we
get the bag of seeds, dog.
Hey, I know this is
Buy
Black
the bag of
Podcast. Boy,
seeds.
I done
Buy
heard so
the
many
bag of
smoke
seeds.
detectors.
It's almost gone.
It's halfway
Right.
gone.
Hey,
That's
all
a
right.
good healthy snack. It's
Hold
light
on
on. It's
now.
light on the calories. Now, if you're trying to be light on your calories, it's light on the calories. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you get 27 coins, bro,
We're not asking.
and you get a good service.
All right. So if you want to be featured on a podcast as a guest, follow us on Instagram. And in addition to that, DM us and we will send you a Google Doc. You'll fill out that form. We'll be reviewing it so that way we can start having more panelists. Essentially, it's just your information, and then you bring in a couple of topics that you would like that will be featured on the podcast. If you want to comment, if you're viewing, got some viewers in here. If y'all can't comment, most likely you're not joining on YouTube with a YouTube account. We also should be live on Facebook. Haven't tried it too much to see, but yeah, you want to comment, join on YouTube. Make sure you logged into a YouTube account so you can do that. And it is the Drink Buddies podcast. So what y'all drinking on now? let's get into a little bit of stuff. All right. Also, before I get ahead of myself, it's typically a shot o'clock, sip o'clock. All right, every 30 minutes we in that. Hey, somebody's smoke alarm is atrocious.
All right, disclaimer. I gotta run down. I'm in my bonus
Mm-hmm.
area. You dig?
Yeah.
So I need to go get me another drink,
Well,
but I'll be right
yep.
back with that.
You'll hear the question and we'll let you go last. So,
I'm drinking water tonight.
is cheating really a non-negotiable in relationships?
Mm.
It depends on type of what relationship. Like,
Mm. So then, no.
Okay, cool. Well, we finna. Everybody give their yeses and nos, and then I'm gonna bring up the post.
Well, give your yes and no, but why? And then we'll bring up the post.
in my relationship is no. It's not
What makes your relationship different? And is it non-negotiable on both ends?
because I'm not dating for like stability or something like some people have like work relationships, like they married, but they don't really love each other or care about each other. So therefore, they don't care if their significant other cheats. I'm marrying for love. So if I'm dating you, I actually want to be with you. So why would I like? No, you're not gonna go be with nobody else and think I'm gonna be okay with it.
So, do you think you
Let me,
are capable of cheating in a relationship and still loving your significant other the same?
No.
Okay.
wouldn't
If
that
it's
make
a
it a
difference,
non-negotiable?
if it's no, yeah, but she's saying like it depends on the type of relationship.
Uh,
But if your man cheated on you and lost absolutely no love and he don't love you no less, then would it make it better for you since it ain't no love lost?
No. You cheated.
So do you value the loyalty or the love more? Or the sexual exclusivity more?
If we're in it, if I'm with somebody for love, then loyalty is a part of it too. So you need to keep that to yourself.
But are you projecting you onto that person?
I would think that we would have the same values and same, you know.
But clearly not. You think that you can't cheat or step out of your relationship because you know you're gonna lose love for that person.
No, I'm not going to.
But I'm saying if you did, then you already said. I said if you
I
did,
don't.
would you
I don't.
lose love?
I think.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not going to do it. Let me be clear.
Oh,
We ain't said. All right, bro.
I'm not going to.
Wes, what you think?
yes, it's a non-negotiable. When you cheated, you're out of there. No 3 strikes. No, you're out.
It does say in relationships, not just yours.
And oh,
not just in your. It just is cheating really a non-negotiable in relationships.
So yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, then no, because you have people who have open relationships.
That's what I said. It depends on your type of relationship. But me,
You have people who have those. But for me personally, you cheat is raps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cheat. So if you cheat,
no, I just know what it takes for. I know what it takes for a woman to cheat compared to what it takes for a man to cheat.
Well, I'm not gonna do it. So if it
happens, once a woman cheats, she been had you up out of there anyway.
You're out of here.
Monogamous relationships. This is a non-negotiable. Close relationships. Dre, what you think? Yeah or nay?
As a married man, I think that it's not a non-negotiable because you said till death do us part. And unfortunately, as bad as something like that will hurt, I think that you stood in front of God and said you was gonna do something. and I mean everything. Death do its part, sickness and health, for better or for worse. So I mean, that doesn't mean you be a fool and you keep getting walked on. It does mean that um there may be an instance where unfortunately you may endure. That's the best way I can respond to that.
Yeah. Um,
Man said his opinion and got on down. That's the best way I can respond to that.
he had to get a phone call or something because yo,
I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna say, did one of y'all just kick him off?
I have to go look at my I was like, I wasn't even touching my mic, my mouse. You got a phone call? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because boy, you
It went out. It went completely out.
Yeah, the
Boy,
timing on it's like that's the best way I can
nigga,
explain
you was the
that.
hide and seek champion where you disappeared. Can't cap.
The timing was insane on that.
Hey, I'm also saying no. I like your reason how you broke it down. I look at it. I look at it as a gain or loss. If you think you losing more than you would gain by leaving that relationship off the basis of infidelity, I think it then becomes negotiated. But I also see that when you look at the relationship dynamic and the wants of each party, I'm only going to speak on heterosexual relationships, so a man and a woman. Depending on that man or the value and status and what that man does, I think determines if he stepped out of that relationship, whether she stays or not. Because I think the higher value of what you've seen statistics be based on when you ask women if they were looking for a man, what is the common thing that they are looking for? The 6 feet, 6 figures, like all this stuff. It's the 1% of men. So if you got 80%, 70, 60, 50% of women going after the same 1% of men, then at some point you got to understand you just got to play your role or you just going to get booted to the side. So I don't think it's really a non-negotiable.
I guess I was going. That's your perspective.
I hate to say it like that.
I guess I was gonna say, so basically what you're trying to say is rich niggas get to cheat. They get free passes.
I've never heard a female say that they wanted Chris Brown to be sexually exclusive with them and they'll drop pants. It's a lot of women that do whatever for some athletes. They paying thousands of dollars while in a relationship, all this stuff for a high value man. But just because of his status, all of that goes out of the window.
You didn't tell the lie.
But let a woman do it. It don't matter if you gotta go. So that's why I said it's a different spectrum on the man versus the woman side. Because in my opinion, we're both looking for different things.
What about the factors?
Yeah.
My bad, not to cut you off.
No, you good.
But what about the factors of, and maybe I'm the only man that look at it like this, but like especially a woman of some stature, it take a lot more for you to part the sea. You see what I'm saying? For you to open your legs versus what it take for a man to throw you in the garbage can with the condom. So if you willing to do that, you like this person.
Oh yeah. Oh, women. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I said
there's a lot more investment. There's a lot more emotional connection.
What it takes. That's why I said earlier what it takes for a woman to cheat compared to what it takes for a man to cheat. You know, like Reese said, you're looking for two different things. A man is not looking for security and this and that or feel or look. He's not looking for that stuff when he. Not saying cheating is right. But he's not going to this lady and saying, "You see me different. You see me for me.
Shit.
You're giving me attention.
Shit.
You're giving me this and that. Man, no, he looking for a buzz down. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and buzz down real quick because guess what? Post nut clarity is a thing. All right, Ben, I'm up out of here. See you later. Matter of fact, that's if he's saying bye.
Not even just that.
It takes more for women to cheat, bro. So she's just like, he gave me something that he was giving me the attention. He made me feel loved. He
said the magic words. It takes more.
Takes way more, bro.
Yeah.
But them are they sneakier people? Really, you got
no,
more
they're not sneaky.
Women are definitely sneakier than men. I'm willing to make the argue that men don't cheat more than women. Men just get caught more.
Bro, I say this and I always stand by this, bro. It's not the women, bro, that makes them sneaky. It's the guys who ain't finna come out and be like, "Hey, bro, I'm coming to you man to man, dog."
Yeah.
Do y'all know why?
But that's what I'm saying. If a lot of men came out saying, "I'm coming to you,"
worried about the chat.
Bro, this is what your girl doing.
I'm trying to see if the chat is curious to why.
It's the chat froze.
Why at Alicia Lachey ain't said nothing?
Nah, take it off.
Who said
They
that?
ain't coming.
You said that. Ain't nobody in the chat said that.
But no, bro, let's be real, dog.
I gave my response.
I don't think that make women sneakier. I just think men know how to play roles.
I think that's valid.
You gonna get played with, fella.
No, I think men know how to play a role.
No,
like,
I agree.
I
do think that women are sneaky. I'm gonna tell you a story that I seen.
They're sneaky, but I don't think they as sneaky because you got a lot of women who. The reason why a lot of men get caught up is because the women say something.
Hey, but watch this. I'm gonna tell you a story.
You don't see guys saying nothing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a story that I just heard on social media today.
And
it's some shit that I've never thought about. Not that I've ever cheated, because I haven't. However, it's some shit that when I heard it,
don't cheat.
When I heard exactly, thanks, Carlos Miller. When I heard it, you ever heard something? You like, damn, that's smart as fuck. It was a nurse, and she cheated on her husband by sending the man the grocery list to him go pick it up. So that way she had that 45-minute gap of being away, went over there, he had the groceries, got 40 minutes of hay, and then went home with the groceries. You would have never thought of that, nigga. And lie to me if you want to.
Okay. I saw that video. Never thought about it. Never thought to do that. Yeah.
Hold on. That's wicked.
That's diabolical.
No, that is outrageous.
Grocery
Never
list?
would have thought
That is outrageous.
But my thing is this: not every girl can do that.
No man is thinking of that.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, you gotta think about it. He paid for the groceries.
She paid. No, he literally said she sent the money back.
She sent the money afterwards.
Well, he just said she paid for. She was like, he said she paid for the groceries. He didn't verify whether she paid for it afterward or
I could have sworn, and I know who you talking about.
He said she paid for the groceries.
No, he said I was getting that money. I'm pretty sure. Look,
Ace metaphor.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I watched the video. And I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video again to see exactly what he said on that thing.
Even if he did, he was in a medical field too.
He got money. That's what I'm saying. So
hey, you got to pay to play. My pockets only work for my woman and my daughter.
But she know that with him, and he looking like, okay, cool, bet I'm finna.
But
smack down real quick.
Yeah, no, I think for men, cheating is more of a non-negotiable. Probably is a non-negotiable. Because men prioritize it higher. Women to name 5, 7, 10 different things that they want a man to do for them in a relationship before they name loyalty and exclusivity, sex, all that stuff. Men, that's almost always top 3. How many times have you heard a woman say, I want my man to be taller than me before she mentioned anything about cheating? I want my man to be a high earner. I want him to be goal oriented. I want him to be family oriented. I want him to be ambitious. I want him to be funny. I want him to have great sex. I want him to. Women get the name and so much stuff. Man, what you want? Man, I want my woman to be submissive, loyal, nurturing. Like it be so quick. Yeah.
And then go out one ear
And make no
go in one
mistake,
ear and go out the other.
make no mistake though. We don't want to. We also don't want to sound biased. You can only speak on what your perception, and that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not disagreeing with any of that, but speaking from a place where it's like shit. Well, this is what my experience has looked like. You know what I'm saying? Making those comments help. So the people that see this as a normality for themselves can also, they're in the chat like, damn, bro, really ain't lying, but on the
Yep.
same side, well, like, well, I ain't really experienced that yet. Let's make sure that we don't project that onto every single
True.
person, even though it's still like I agree. I
Yeah.
1000% agree. We want to make sure that y'all understand if y'all on the podcast, y'all have a voice. Please speak up. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what
100%.
your perspective look
I
like.
heard some.
Yeah.
I heard something
Oh,
very interesting, and it don't really go with the topic, but it's kind of in line with just
leash eating. That's why
the
she.
differences of men and women. And I seen this video where someone actually explained how the question, "What you bring to the table?" is such a good question because a lot of people consider it just being tired out because it's
Mhm.
asked. It's a popular question, and they say right there, they say that.
I am the
Now, I am the table. Now, what's crazy is one girl I did not agree with. She was playing dumb to me because to say that she didn't know that women said I am the table is to me is just the biggest cap in the world. And if it's not a cap, that means she just surround herself with women who are not on that type of time. But
Maybe she was virtuous.
um, I mean, from what it seemed like, she was very virtuous. From what it seemed like, she's married, all that stuff. But what was so crazy is how the guy explained how good of a question that is. He said it tells you the type of woman she is when they do the popular answer, "I am the table." This man said, What does the table do at the dinner time? At dinner time, you just sit there and do nothing.
They're gonna say it holds the food. I can eat on the floor.
The way he explained that, I meant to have that video because the way he said that was crazy. He said, "What the table do at dinner time?"
And I don't
Does
know.
nothing.
I think I understand the whole comment too. What I'm the table. Like I disagree with saying that too, but
Hey,
like,
that table could be empty.
knowing what the table feel like, that don't have nothing on it. Not saying that it's not food on it, or it's not um that table having a imagine having a house with no furniture in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine having a house with no furniture in it, and you got this table. You get the opportunity to furnish it, to put chairs around it, to put dishes in the cabinet, and it's not the monetary piece; it's the balance, And I just look at it from another light of I was in this space 5 years before my wife, and then 5 years after her. How have I elevated, and how have I grown with just this table?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that's more? Don't you think that table is more valuable when you start off with no furniture and that table being the base of everything and then bringing everything into it compared to having a table enter when everything is already around it?
I think that's kind of the point of what I was saying, meaning
Yeah, I
that
know, but
that
that
He definitely said a house with no furniture.
I
He
oh well,
said
said
yeah, I
that.
mean,
a empty
no,
house.
yeah, he did. I mean, but I'm
I was like, what?
no,
That's
but
his
I'm
point.
where I'm going with is a woman being virtuous.
Like, so your
A
elevation,
virtuous woman compared to a woman that come with baggage. So you want the woman that has the baggage? You think the woman that has the baggage, who's saying I'm the table?
we both carry the baggage.
But
Okay.
no, but my thing is this: that's not always the case for every person who enters a relationship.
Everybody that enter a relationship have their own backpack.
Facts.
I feel
You
that.
can't go and spend the night nowhere without a spend the night bag.
I feel that. But what
Fact.
about the ones who marry?
Or you can't come back stinking. No.
You said, well, wait.
What about the ones who come into it hasn't had any of that baggage? Like, think about the ones who come in and hasn't had anything.
You
They
have
marry
a
young.
bag. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you have a bag.
It's
Even if you
rare. It's more
If you
rare
marry
these
young,
days.
if you marry young, you got some form of a childhood trauma, a negligence, something.
It's not all sexual.
You might not be you might be socially awkward. You might
I know, but
you
I'm
might don't know how to work. You don't know how to go and work a job. You might don't
That's
know how
true.
to balance your finance. Like you carry some form of,
That's
and
true.
when two
but-
people meet, that's where
How
but
are you
most time-
defining
most time-
baggage?
I know that's true. The most, but the most time when, and we speaking on the table question though.
Mhm.
Most times, what are women referring to of what are women? What most women or the majority of
Themselves.
women looking for
so when she say
from
I am
them
the
saying
table,
on the table? They're not. They're looking for you to bring their resources.
that's not true.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't think majority
I
of women are not
agree a
I'm
little bit.
50-50. I'm
bringing the
50-50.
resources though?
I'm
Bringing your
50-50 on I am
finances,
the
bringing
table
this and that,
because
bringing all of these things. They were looking for you to bring resources.
yeah, I'm not 100% disagreeing with you. I'm saying I'm 50-50 there because when you go into a space that's empty and then it get warm because two people decide to do the work. That's what I mean by so even though saying
But
I
how
am the
can a
table,
table? How can if two people decide to do the work? How is the table doing? That means that person is doing something. That wouldn't make them the table.
so you can put your food on the floor or you can put it on the table.
But the table doesn't do anything. That's the part of that's the
Did it hold the plate?
So
Like
But
some of
what-
your
provides a
burdens, some of
conven-
your burdens
see-
that you can't carry, some of your burdens that you can't carry that you've been carrying by yourself.
Mhm.
That table that took some of that off of you. You can sit in this. You can sit in this section. You can sit in this section. Your childhood trauma. You can sit in this section. Your addictions. You can sit in this section. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'm just looking at it from the mind. Look, and I'm not a woman, but looking at it from the woman, a woman ain't thinking about the
You
trauma
can't think
part.
for a woman.
I can't think for a woman, but when they associate being the table, they look their majority of the time speaking on finances.
You only remember we talked about that majority word. You can only speak on what you perceived, your perception, like those individuals
I get
that
that,
you
but
have
you can still apply. What's the word? I can't even say this.
generalized. I get
You
what you're
can,
saying.
yes, you still can
generality
apply.
is how
You still can apply those to the
Correct.
conversation.
which is how I speak. Yeah, it's just more times than none. But I think when you extrapolate the question itself and in the context that it is asked in, what do you bring to the table is what do you bring to the relationship. So
Yes,
if you say what do you bring to the table and the answer is the table, that's already a fallacy, because if you think about how the connection and relationships between men and women work, women are the gatekeepers of sex, men are the gatekeepers of relationships. So to be asked what do you bring to the table is essentially saying what do you bring to the relationship, and you're saying the relationship when I'm in charge of the relationship even happening is already off on a bad start. Like you you can't get married if that man ain't proposed. You see what I'm saying? Yes, you have anomalies and they do exist, but more times than none, a man is proposing to a woman. So it's essentially saying you're asking a woman, what do you bring to this relationship? And she says, the relationship. No.
but see that's
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't agree with the table answer.
yeah, but that's my thing. I'm saying I get what you're saying, Dre, but I'm just saying my thing is this: you saying yes, I know the table can hold the baggage, but in the majority, what women are willing to hold that baggage, to hold these things.
Yeah.
Who are all these women capable, since they are the table, or since that's the popular answer? Are they even capable of holding that type of thing or being able to hold that type of weight on them?
Yeah, the woman
But
bears a child.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I just see it different. You know
But
that
they don't
it's
even
not,
hold that precious anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They letting everybody do that. They can't even hold that one thing that we hold very dear to us as something that's very weighted down. So it's
mhm,
like in today's time with their mindsets saying they the table,
mhm.
man, y'all the kitty table with the Dora the Explorer print on it.
So do you
You
think
ain't you ain't the old school, you ain't the
you think
old
it's an
school
age gap
hardwood
in there?
table, huh?
Age
You think
gap.
it's an age gap in there when they say I'm the table, where you can accept it differently? Like maybe for the people that kind of maybe see a little bit more of that, like if
Absolutely, you
you,
see an
Yeah,
age gap.
yes.
You want me to tell you the age gaps you see?
yeah.
The women that are in their prime. The women with the most options say that they're the table. The women with the least amount of options are typically the more virtuous women. Is
So
once
you saying the
it,
ones that's degreed and already in their careers, they having their own way.
that has nothing to do with a woman's option.
Yeah, they're
That has
degree.
everything to
They
do
don't
with a
make
man's
them. They
You
don't
option.
said
make
in
them
their
more or
prime.
less
That's what I'm
valuable.
asking.
Yeah, no, in their prime, as
Yeah,
in
So
the
you not
ages
to my physical
so what's
because
considered a prime?
for
no, because you
women,
gotta realize a Drake.
18,
Physical, yo,
18
what you
to
feel, what you look like make you in your prime?
No, but
18.
my
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is
Wait,
this.
hold on.
Okay,
Yes. 18. I think it's like 18 to like that late
25.
20, 25. It's
Yeah,
changed a little bit just because motherfuckers are just looking younger
yeah.
now. If you look at what men are in search for and what a man values in a relationship, you can't apply what a lot of women look for and value in a relationship. A
Mm,
lot of and most women look for degree, stability, being able to protect and provide. How do you physically look? Are you strong? Are you muscular? Do you make a lot? Are you competent? Are you confident? They look for that. If how do I put this? Your wife's job wouldn't exclude her from being with you. Your job would exclude you from being with your wife, which is why you see women date up and not down often, but men can date below. If you get a woman that makes six figures a year, how often are you seeing them date a man that makes under that? Not often. If you see a
I
man making six figures a year, how often do you be real?
I made $30,000 less though
It
before.
Bro, you got
wait. It doesn't
You
matter,
can't only
Justin.
speak from six figures because six figures is not the highest
No, I'm
percentile.
just no. I know it's
Especially if
not
you go on the region that we live in, the region that we live in, the average base salary is between 40 to
correct.
51,000.
And if you look at
So
studies and polls with thousands and hundreds of thousands of women, more women are saying that they would rather not date a man that financially makes less than them. So, once again, this goes to your options. When a man is in his option,
mhm,
in his prime,
mhm.
more times than none is because that man has made himself. That man has went through life of being a man, struggled, did everything he could. Now he has money, he has notoriety, he's built confidence, he has a physique, he has all of these things that attract women. More times than none, that physical just she's young, beautiful, less likely to have a high body count. Like those are what most men look for. It's you don't get
I just
credit.
don't like the aspect of blaming a woman for wanting stability.
No,
Like,
it's not a
it's
blame.
not a
It's
blame.
just a fact, and we just have to
but
deal with.
what's the crime and stability?
No, there it's not a crime,
There
but
is no crime.
you can't be ignorant to the fact of it's the same way that is when
Can
we
I chime
said
in, please?
Ignorant
let
to
me
what
Here's one
fact?
thing.
Finish
I
that
get. I
statement
see.
though.
I what you saying? Where's the crime and thing? But you got to understand. Most women, and I can be wrong, but the women who are high earners or doing this, they look at men who make less than them as
financially as less than them.
are less than them, meaning they feel like they're not stable because they're not making at least what they are making. So even the men who are making well off
So
when
does
in
the
the
law of
60s and
attraction
70s,
disappear?
it
You
yes.
want people that work hard. Like it's
But
not just about earning
who
less.
my thing is this, but who's to
You are who
say
you hang around. You are
I
like
know that, but who's to say a man who making 70, 80 to 90 is not working hard?
I'm yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. So
Most women
my
want a
thing is
man
this:
that's
if a woman making
here or
120 and
above.
he's making 70, she gonna be like, he can't financially, he's not stable.
There's no way this man grinding as hard as
He's
me.
not
If
grinding
I'm
because
making
he's
this
not
much and
stable.
he
He's
ain't at
gonna
least
see
on my
him as
level.
that. And guess
I
what?
just don't feel like
You
I
can
don't
have a
feel like
stable
we
life
can
at 7,
confidently speak
70,
on
80.
that without being in that position. I just
No,
don't. I just don't feel like we can confidently speak to that a testament
I
without
mean,
being in that position.
that's
That's
true.
just
But
my
if that's
opinion,
the
though.
case, then you will see more relationships like that.
How do you know? You don't. Nobody knows what Mario make and what Terry make, nor do they know what I or Jazz make. You don't know. You have no idea, actually.
So
Okay, that's
I
true.
wish I came equipped.
That's true.
You just can't.
No.
You throw a general statement as something that you can't prove.
So
But
that no, but that
yeah,
comes
my
from
thing is this: this comes from
statistics and
statistics of women
surveys
saying
that
they
have
don't
been
want
asked
the
of
men who
women,
of
thousands,
When
hundreds
was
oh,
and
the
did you,
last
thousands
time
of
the
y'all
women.
checked?
women are when the last time they checked this,
Yeah.
I can check it right now.
So
You finna check it right now, but when was the last time that you checked it?
the
It's been
last
a
time I
minute.
looked over it was maybe it was this year, probably like early January, late January. But a substantial portion of women, over 40%, reported wanting to find. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. But it's a preference, and there's nothing wrong with that preference. But that's what I'm saying. A fact doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just, but we're gonna call a spade a spade. If most women would prefer a man that makes higher than them, most men don't care because most men are reported to want to be that breadwinner and everything. So it's just that's just the simpleness of the equation. The same way when you look at, and what I meant earlier is being ignorant is you think about how many the percentage or how many times women the percentage of how many times women say that they would prefer a man that is older than them. So it's ignorant to say and have studies that most women prefer men that are older than them, and then continuously call men that are older than women creeps for liking younger women, because there's no way that it's gonna work if a younger woman wants an older man, but an older man don't want a younger woman. So at that point, it is then ignorant because you can't have it. He can't be a
Mhm.
creep if that's the one that you're attracted to. So you're being ignorant in that fact. So within that statement, when it's a higher earner, men and women are looking for different things. So that's why I said if you look at what Alicia might look for in a man, it's gonna be completely different than what that man is looking for in Alicia. If that man is looking for you to be a nurturer and a stay-at-home mom, do you think he looking at what you had a degree in? Do you think he looking at what you do for work? Do you think he cares how confident you are and how much charisma you has? No. Certain things add to masculinity and certain things add to femininity. Femininity attracts masculinity. So if you're a masculine man, you're gonna want a feminine woman. And you see it more times than none that those opposites don't work. You can see a woman being a breadwinner of a family. A lot of those relationships end because they can't do it for too long. I'm not even built for it. But that's okay. And y'all are not
Tom,
wrong for it. It just doesn't work. The same way most men feel disgusted if they in a situation where they woman paying for everything, and you just like, a lot of men might not take that too comfortably. How would you feel, Dre and West, if financially and everything was on your woman? It might make you feel a little way. That's just how you was wired. It ain't about right or wrong. It's just the facts. We just wired different. But that's why we are better together, cohesive. Yeah. So that's what I meant on the ignorant. Leash. You might be muted. You ain't got none?
I answered this question a long time ago, and I left it at what I said.
Yeah. All right. On top of that, next one. Can support negligence lead to an early death? Wes got something on it. Oh, wait, you wanted to show us. Did you have that picture pulled up of why we even was talking about the non-negotiable?
Yeah, we was talking about the non-negotiable
with the cheating and stuff and all that. You can pull that up real quick. Read it out loud, with.
So it's I got caught cheating on my man with an MF, and my man left and refused to pay the rent for this month. I went to the guy who I was messing around with and asked, could he loan me the money for the rent until I get my income tax? The MF really had the nerve to say my financial struggle isn't his problem. This is so messed up because I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for this broke MF. Crazy. I could have still had my man and my stability. The fact that I have to suffer because all I did was love another man is so unfair. It's sad. It's AF. These men don't know how to be men anymore and aren't being there for their women during hard times. But that goes along to the non-negotiable cheating.
Yeah. Well, Leisha, how you feel about that post?
For one, I see all her posts all the time. She gets on there and she makes up these crazy stories and stuff like that. So I don't even feed into the stories that she be posting. She do it just to stir up stuff on social media. She does it for fun. So
okay. Well, assuming there was validity in that post, how would you feel about that?
She's dumb.
For feeling that way, she's done for stepping out, for asking like,
you broke up your relationship and then you asked another man to take care of you. He said no. Now you calling him broke and stuff. You're dumb. Because he wasn't broke when you asked him for the money. He wasn't broke when you was laying there next to him cheating on your man. So, dumb.
Sound dumb to me. Sound dumb to me. Sound dumb to me. Yeah. That's funny.
But now we can get into this next topic though. This post credit goes to Spiritual Word. Saw it on Instagram, and I was like, we got to bring this up.
Yeah.
Is it study finds decline of support in relationships linked to 40% higher risk of death over 10 years.
So basically, if you ain't supporting your spouse and your life expectancy was 75, you're going in 65. How we feel about it? Do we even believe that to be true?
We're gonna bring it back up because Webb just got back in. Yeah. Webb, you can hear us?
I don't know.
My phone had run.
Nah, you good. So we're gonna bring this back up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So
I saw that.
Say study finds decline of support in relationships linked to 42% higher risk of death over 10 years. What's your thoughts? This is linked to our question.
Can Can't support
can
negligence.
support negligence, lead to an early death.
I mean, that clearly is just whether you with somebody or without somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling that you have nobody to speak to, talk to, feeling alone, um, feeling like you don't want to burden nobody else, feeling like, I mean, suicide is real. The rates are real.
It is.
People like, I mean, not even just feeling like that's a big place of like the negligence, but even in a situation where, feeling like you don't have nothing to live for, like you don't got nothing to offer, you know, just people, suicide is just real, you know. Um, I definitely think if you feel like you can't talk in your home or you can't talk to your person or you feel like you're going through the motions, that you should seek help, voice your help, have a strong, whether it's another wife that you need to speak to if you're a woman or you a husband. And then obviously what my true beliefs, you gotta take it to your pastor. And that's me. Like my pastor is my mentor. So if I need to get something out or something that I don't feel that I can say at home or I'm not conscious enough in that space to make sure that it makes sense, I can run it by my pastor. But that's just my perspective on it. I think that it's not enough people that are willing to be vocal or even know how, or if they even feel good, or if it's applicable. Like, can I say something? Can I, how many times y'all, and just be real, how many times you open your phone and you finna text something and you go ahead and hit the X and you delete all the words and close your phone and lock the phone? Like, people battle that in real life when it comes to, vocalizing or speaking on things that they are uncomfortable with. So, um, I hate that that is a growing rate, a risk rate, but it's a reality of the world.
I'm fighting off a sneeze right now. That's something trying to get me.
I
Um,
agree with the post
yeah, I definitely agree with the post, and I mean, no,
for different reasons
I
though.
agree. With what you were saying, bro. I agree with that. Not gonna lie, bro. The older I get, dog, the older I get, I have realized that, bro, having a mentor, dog, the stuff that having a mentor can do for a person
Hmm.
is like insane. It's really insane, bro. I've seen what it done to like close friends of mine. Like I've seen what it
Hmm.
like I got a close friend of mine who went sober, and one of the things he always tell me is not gonna lie, he said, but if it wasn't for his mentor, he would have
Yeah.
been off his rock a long time ago.
Yeah,
And on the other side, if I can have one more point too,
you
like
sure can.
I also firmly, you know what I'm saying,
What's up,
you
Chauncey?
know, I firmly believe and know that like what some of us see as difficult, bro, other people have it way harder.
Yeah,
Like way tougher situations. And you know what I'm saying? Like, not to just measure the amount of what somebody else had to actually go through or to downplay what somebody else is going through in that moment and how they're able to deal with it. But I don't know. I have a space where I don't feel bad for people that are not trying, if that makes sense. People that don't attempt to make their stuff better. Like, if you don't attempt to try and make efforts, like, I'm sorry. Like, when
Um,
you no lights, no hot water, no heating the house with the stove, like, if you
can
don't try
I
to change your circumstance, then
I hate to be. I'm very authentic. I tell it how it is. Can I add to that, Dre?
Yeah.
Because I completely agree with that. The suicide rate increase that we've seen from 2001 to 2021, that's been like almost 5% of an increase. I'm not saying people don't deal with mental struggles. That's not what I'm saying. I personally think that times just hasn't gotten harder per person in capital. I think people have just gotten weaker. People
And it's
mental are not
quick.
strong. People mental is not strong. People sensitive as fuck nowadays. Social media has ruined the
The
like
grit, the
the
grit,
not
the
even just
dog
it has
mentality.
social media has ruined the realisticness of life. And that is what I think is the leading contributing factor of this the mental health and how they just trying to like oh X amount of gender whatever is more on anxiety pills more now. I think women are on more anxiety or depression medicine than men. Um, and it's been like this for like the last couple of years. It was a study on it. It's social media. Before social media, you wasn't looking at millions of other people. You wasn't looking at the validity of what your likes and your DMs and your comment section was. You didn't know what the next person had going on. The only people that you seen were the people that are actually mainstream famous and they was actually on television, in movies, doing shows, music videos, and everything. People are comparing themselves, women are comparing themselves to fucking OnlyFans models that are making millions of dollars because they have no morals, because they selling they private part and they body online for $5.99. They're not getting no true satisfaction in that. You have studies that are showing overwhelming numbers that women would be more happy with a $1 billion business as a CEO than being a mother. You got women that don't even want to be moms now. You got men that think that just because they put on some fucking jewelry that they deserve a piece of pussy. You got men that think just because they are 6 foot tall that they should be this or that. The expectations of reality has been blown out of proportion and out of the water. Everybody is sensitive as fuck. You can't have free speech no
Everybody got a
more.
mental problem,
Yeah,
apparently.
everybody wants their way and their way of thinking to be 100% correct. You can't have debates no more. Everybody we live in a cancel culture. If somebody says something that you don't agree with, you want to cancel them. Um, it's
Girl, what's wrong with
ridiculous.
being 6 foot?
What's wrong with being 6 foot?
I
That's
just,
funny as hell.
I'm
Um,
trolling, bro.
no, it's
Nah,
just like,
I agree, bro. Cause one, bro, I get so much hate for this, bro. But I just don't. There are
oh, one
real
second,
mental
because I
problems.
didn't I didn't land it. I
Cash.
didn't
There
land
are
it. Let me
real
land a
mental
plane,
problems.
Wes,
Okay, go ahead.
please. So how I tie that back into the support is not necessarily the lack of support, it's the extra validation that people are seeking. And they have this fucked up mental that if this don't go 100% my way, thinking that perfection really exists, they think they world crashes and it falls apart. No, y'all are soft. Sorry. Now you can go.
I mean, but yeah, it goes into what I'm saying.
Gets
That's why
Oh God,
I'm sorry,
is
bro.
that's about
no,
the fifth or sixth time through this show, man. You got something against 6 footers?
no.
I get so much hate
Goodness.
for this, bro. I get so much hate for this. I get so much hate for this. But that's why, like, I just don't. I do believe in mental problems. I do. There are true mental problems that some people are born with, but there are a lot of these
Disorders,
mental
mental
problems that,
disorders.
yes, a disorder. But a lot of these things that people claim that they have, bro, is just not real, man. it's just not real. All this stuff be controlled, like Reese, it's controlled by social media, but if you deleted a lot of this stuff out of your life, you will really see how much control that this stuff had over your mind.
Like
and all
what?
that stuff will go away.
Like what's some examples that you think?
Instagram, TikTok,
He
Snapchat.
said social
No,
media.
I'm not asking like social media
No,
platforms.
so
Like wait,
I know. I'm
like,
trying to get my words together.
be-
I mean,
I'm locked and loaded, ready to go whenever you want to tap me in.
Dang it, man! I'm supposed to be prepared for this because I'll be ready to talk about this so much.
You want to tap me in?
Go ahead.
You know what I mean?
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna
Go
help
ahead,
Wes
bro.
with your.
Go ahead, because I can't stand. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Look at how the physical shape and fitness of individuals. How are you unhappy and you unhealthy? You unhappy and you got mental you claim you got mental disorders. And you look at your life and you obese, you don't eat right, you eat like shit, you're not healthy, you hate your job, change your job. You don't get women or whatever fantasies that you're trying to live in your mind, but you don't go outside. You're not even correcting the things that you have control over in your life, and you're trying to blame just this is just how I am. And that's what a lot of like it's
this is just how I am.
Yeah.
I hate
I got
that, bro.
I got a pill for you.
I got a pill for you.
How much happy would you be if you had a fucking six pack or you were healthy as a man? You don't even physically look. You don't like how you look physically, and you trying to blame every other thing but yourself for the poor decisions that you are making in your life.
That you don't want to.
You don't make enough money. Go make more. Get another job.
And my thing is this: there are plenty of things that people can do. They just don't want to do those things and make those sacrifices to make those changes.
They don't want to do it.
Because if you made those changes, guess what? You will see a change.
Yeah, I do agree. Those aren't like really like mental disorders. That's just laziness.
But today they would label it as a
lot of
mental
that stuff
disorder.
is labeled as exactly.
It's labeled as that, and I can't stand it.
I do agree.
I can't stand it, man.
Yes,
I can't stand it. But a lot, that's what it is. A lot of it be like the weight stuff. To my, I can't get that. No, yes, you can. I've seen too many people get there. Yes, you can.
That's right.
You can have that. You can have the type of. You can anybody in this world can have any type of body that they want to, regardless of their physical makeup. If you put the work in, if you eat right, there are target workouts for a reason. You have things to work out specific places for a reason.
I say that all the time. I'm just like
now. Are you gonna
exactly
look different?
Man, that's it. Where's got a BBL?
I'm lazy, and I know that
if I had that, I'd be fully in shape, and I ain't.
I was going to the gym. I just stopped.
I ain't Drake out here.
I'm also not finna go and get no BBL, and like I'm not gonna do that. It's girls that can get
the BBL thing.
I'm sorry, it's girls that can get in the gym and they can avoid.
And that blows my mind. That blows my mind
too.
They
look worse, and I be like, baby, you think you look
that blows my mind too. Because women always talk about they get the BBLs for themselves, but then man,
yeah. No. If you unhappy with your life, if you are unhappy with your life, how about you go try to change some things in your life that you can, and not be a lazy sack of shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, with that being said, can we move on to the would you rather, please?
Hey, first of all, look, I'm finna pull a read here, Chauncey, in the comment. Calm your butt down, because no, I don't got one of those.
Hey, everybody in the comments.
Webb is out here. Webb is out here on my downfall.
Hey, no.
Hashtag
Mario
BBL
missed the last 30 minutes.
Whoa. On to the next question. All right. This question I came up with specifically for our co-host right here down here by the name of Alicia Lachey. Because I know she'll have an issue answering this question.
I got an easy answer. I'm ready. It's harder for me to shut the fuck up.
Great answer.
I can parallel park just fine.
Great answer.
Wes
wanted to be nice.
Hey, look, I don't think you. First of all, hey, don't it just look? I'm finna pull a Family Guy here. Don't it just grind your gears when you see a car who's parked and their wheels still turn?
I would say this.
That pisses me off.
Like that is.
That pisses me off.
Back to the question,
bro. Why? Come on, bro.
Anyway,
really?
Back to the question. It's easy for me to parallel park, but it's
I
hard
bet
to
it ain't.
shut up.
All right,
But
is it
I will
easy?
tell you, but I will tell you, if I am wrong, I will come back and I will sincerely apologize. And I'm like, I should have shut
Next time we go to the square and rhyme with you, and I'm gonna make you parallel park.
No,
You better do it.
I don't even know.
First time.
No.
No.
Leash. Would it be easier for you to teach other women to shut the fuck up or how to parallel?
It'd be easier for me to teach them how to shut the fuck up because I didn't told
That's a lie. That's a lie. It'd be easy for them to parallel. No, I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of women can't drive.
Please. Most of my female friends can't even drive, so no, it'd be easy for me to teach them how to shut their mouth. No.
I think it's impossible on both ends.
Actually, no, what's crazy is I just had this talk with one of my friends not too long ago about when to shut the hell up. And I was like, I'm going to tell you this. And I was like, I'm giving you the advice and I don't even follow it. But I was like, I be trying.
You heard it here first. She don't follow it.
I be trying, though. But hey.
Them be like, the best people to get advice from.
But she told me.
Some of y'all can't parallel park. Stop playing.
Okay, so look, here's the scenario. My friend and her boyfriend, they've been together for a while. They're supposed to be going to the zoo at like 5 o'clock. He got there like 5:30, 5:45.
He was filling out the application for that.
Bro, you know what?
What's crazy is I don't know how fake the post is, but sorry to cut and intrude on your what you were saying, Alicia. But Mr. Beast want to actually test it for real, bro.
That post had to be. I did see that. It had to be fake.
You see that post? You just see her smiling.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he said, "Let's test this here."
Real bad. She was arguing, like, blah blah blah, and so I said, "Well, why was he late?" She said, "Because he went to get a haircut and his barber had a hangover." I said, "So you're mad at him because the haircut took longer than what was expected?" Like I said, that's not his fault, you know. Like, you look good, you just got your hair done. The kids got their hair done. Why you don't want him to get a haircut? Why you don't want him to look good? I said, the zoo ain't going nowhere. Yeah, you right. I said, so you can set up and you can cuss this man out. Shut the fuck up.
No,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I said, bro, I was like, that's just a small example. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
shit, I might would have stabbed too.
Not that I disagree with you. I'm finna celebrate an anniversary with my woman, so I don't give a fuck if y'all get mad at me.
The more
it's not the attitude. It's who the attitude. It's not the attitude. It's who the attitude is with and the length of the attitude. That be the issue with most men, I feel. Should you be frustrated as a human being that there was an inconvenience in the schedule? And if there was we're trying to go somewhere, we're missing this deadline, I think that's absolutely okay. Once information is provided and it's the cut lasted longer. One why? Hey, well, it turns out he was drinking beforehand. Why you ain't go to another one?
Huh?
Well, that's my what? They don't got nobody else in the shop. What? They were booked up. I would have to get a haircut 2 hours later. Does the chop look good? So now we gonna miss this exhibit gonna close. Now you got an attitude with me over some shit I had no control over.
Bro,
so
tell them I'm the only person that cut in my shop, man. Stop.
So I'm just saying. I think with women, it's the
where it goes.
Who the attitude?
Mario, I did. I explained to this friend. I was like,
a man ain't.
That's why I said I explained it to this friend. I was like, you just got your hair done. The kids got their hair done. Y'all look good. Y'all dressed. Y'all ready to go.
Oh
You
yeah,
want him to come over there looking a mess? I said,
I agree
no,
with you.
I would want my man to look good too.
I was
like,
trying to stir up another conversation, another topic. I just think y'all get mad at the wrong people and for
yeah.
the wrong amount of time.
Let me mad at him basically.
And waste more time.
But
That'd be the crazy part. That'd be you ain't saying that, Reed. They be wasting more time.
And messed up the event.
You doing all this stuff. Yes, I know we late, but guess what? We still got time to do this. She trying to argue the whole time. Well, guess what? Now we don't got time to argue. You made a good.
I said, me personally, I would have just been like, look, let's go.
No, don't lie because you just said you would have snapped too. So don't no.
I didn't say that, but I said I probably would have snapped too.
We
We
ain't
still
finna lie.
finna go.
Lie. You just said
But
you
no,
was
when we still finna get in this car, we still finna go.
you was finna lie.
That's why.
We still finna go.
You was finna lie.
That's why the best people to
I said,
take
but I
advice
probably
from.
would have. But the
the
advice
best-
I gave her is I told her that I wouldn't have. So that's
Perfect advice. That's why I said the best people to take advice from are the people that don't follow said advice. Because they always know what they supposed to do and they just choose not to do it. The people that don't know what to do, they just give you the wrong shit because they just
They say some dumb stuff.
Yeah,
they don't know what to say.
The best people to take advice from is the ones that done had all they fuck ups and they tired of it.
That's another one.
That is true.
That's another one. I think there's a panel of advice, givers that that could be trusted. Look, man.
You know the ones that be like, you should just listen sometime. Them people. Keep them in mind.
Yeah. Sometimes people keep them in mind and just be like,
fuck it.
Hey, you guys, it's
we call those crash outs.
Another drink.
Yeah, I was getting ready to close. We had our mark now. So as I was stating, a little unconventional. This was a Wednesday podcast. Due to some scheduling interruptions for Monday. Drinking Buddies podcast will be Mondays. All right. So next week, expect us to be on a Monday. I know it's weird for all of y'all. I appreciate all of our viewers, all the comment section, everything. Once again, if you would like to be on the panel and you want to be on a podcast, follow us on Instagram and DM us, and we will send you the Google form to fill out. We'll be reviewing all submissions. A couple more went through, so we got to send those out to people. If you're gonna be in here and you enjoying yourself, huh?
You're late. I'm talking about Chauncey. You're late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we signed up, Chauncey.
Yeah, buddy. It's 8
to back, son. You got to watch back at the beginning.
Come on,
Stuff we talked about.
What about the gorillas? You missed it
all.
You
better get caught up afterwards.
You gotta catch up, dog. You missing it, dog. We can wrap up.
When you join,
watching the share.
When you join, share the live. A lot of our viewers, y'all come in here, y'all comment, y'all show love, very engaged. Y'all even bring some questions. Share with y'all people and let them come join the fun. Of course, if you want to comment on these lives, join on YouTube, sign in on you. She's gonna crash. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It'll look a lot different now. We got Dre Webb back.
I got a solution for that.
Yeah, well, okay. Boo, tomato. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we sign off and we take this last shot?
Sip.
It's still shot o'clock. I'm gonna sip.
Chauncey the only one adding stuff, talking about some throwing tomatoes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, once again, it's the Drinking Buddies podcast, and we signing out of episode 8.
We are signing out, folks. We are signing out.
Good night.